Good morning, everyone. I'm Francyne Walker with your morning news update. President Obama plans to send an additional 250 troops to Syria to keep pressure on the Islamic State. He acknowledged the gains the current special ops missions have made against ISIS, and he wants to keep that momentum. The additional troops will not be leading the fight on the ground, but will be used for training the local troops. The president announced this decision in his speech during the Mesa Trade Fair in Hanover, Germany. Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuette plans to file criminal charges against 3 city officials in the Flint water crisis. One official who will be charged signed a document stating the Flint homes used to test tap water all had lead service lines according to federal guidelines. Flint was under the control of a state-appointed emergency manager in 2014 when it changed its source of water from the Detroit municipal system to the Flint River to save money. Authorities say a Pike County, Ohio family massacred was a pre-planned execution. Police still don't know how many people are involved in the killing of 7 adults and 1 teenager across 4 homes in a rural neighborhood. The victims have been identified as members of the Roden family. Many of the victims shot in the head were lying in bed. We'll have more on that investigation as it continues to unfold. Senator Ted Cruz and Governor John Kasich are joining forces in a last-ditch effort to deny New York billionaire Donald Trump the Republican presidential nomination in the upcoming primary contest. Cruz will focus on Indiana, while Kasich will devote his efforts to Oregon and New Mexico. Their strategy is meant to block Trump from gaining the 1,237 delegates needed to claim the GOP presidential nomination this summer. The alliance came after Cruz was all but mathematically eliminated from winning the nomination outright. Remember the bathrobe Prince George was wearing during President Obama's visit in London? Well, if you want to get your hands on one, get in line. The company My First Years sold out of the white and blue gingham check bathroom minutes after the pic went viral. You can still pre-order the robe in a variety of colors and personalize with your child's name. Aw, such a trendsetter. That's all for your morning news update. I'm Francyne Walker, and we'll see you back here later for our 12 o'clock newscast. Have a great day, everybody. With a few brush strokes, the Eastern Market is getting a facelift. Hear how several local artists are making it happen. The iPhone 6s is finally here. Coming up, tips on how to navigate the new features. Shopping on the internet just got a little more costly. Starting October 1st, Amazon and other online retailers will start charging sales tax on all your purchases. Whether you learned how to sew from a relative or by taking a home ec class years ago, sewing has come a long way. We're here live at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi, Michigan for the American Sewing Expo. From quilt kits to dress forms and everything in between, the American Sewing Expo has something for sewers at every level. Sewing has seen a renewed interest in the last few years.
There was a long period of time, about almost 2 generations, when it wasn't in the schools anymore, and it was all about women going back to work, and then they just didn't have time to invest in learning to sew. And then the next generation came along, and even if they wanted to learn, their mother didn't know how to teach them, and there was no place else to learn. So we decided to develop the Sewing Expo.
The show is in its 22nd year and allows attendees to showcase their skills in a project runway-like fashion show.
We had to create a 1950s cocktail dress, and my word that I was given is life of the party. So I am saying my client likes being in the spotlight, and she likes to have fun. So I have some fringe and the pops of pink to come from 1950s, and kind of like a cowgirl feel to it also.
Even sewing newbies who come out can learn how to take their skills to another level.
I've been sewing, I started about a year ago, and quilting, and now I'm trying to do new adventures in sewing.
The expo runs through Sunday. I'm Francyne Walker, reporting live from Novi, Michigan.